Hey team, Evolve Strong with CJ. This is CJ. Let's talk a little bit about hydration and electrolytes. What are the importance of these little guys? So when we exercise, um, we burn off, sweat. We sweat. A lot of times we sweat, right? Also, especially those individuals that are fasting over the holiday, like Ramadan, or doing nutritional fasts, or just in general, where we're burning off or depleting our um, essential nutrients in our body without proper replenishment. And I don't want to say proper because religious functions are critical, exercising is critical. The hot days are coming. I get it. We understand that. But when you're talking about hydration and re, I guess, putting in the rebuilding the nutrient densities in our body, um, pure water is great. Don't get me wrong. Water is essential for everyday activity. Now, what you want to do though, we have these little things called electrolytes, and that's exactly what they are. So in our body itself, the cells, the muscle tissues, everything functions on little electrical signals that, when our brain says something to, like, say, our right hand to pick up a coffee cup, that is an electrical signal that goes from the brain to the hand to tell you what to do. Now, the heart functions in a very similar way, but we're not mindful with the heartbeat itself. That actually functions just on its own. Our liver functions, our essential organs like breathing, that really functions on its own. Now, what happens though, when we sweat or we burn off or we're not ingesting the nutrients necessary, we have the conduit systems that are needed in order for those electrical signals to occur begin to deteriorate, right? Now, the problem is when we don't have those essential nutrients in our body, and then we begin just to ingest water without the essential nutrients, and I'll get to that in a moment. Now we become there's too much water in our system and not enough of those essential nutrients. So it could actually be a bad thing. So listen, very simply, the number one and number two basic essential nutrients for electrolytes are sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium. Now, we also have like chloride, magnesium, calcium, but those are important. But the big pinnacle ones are literally salt and potassium. And those are some of the two easiest chemicals, electrolytes that you can get out there, right? And sodium, basically table salt, just table salt. Now, you don't need a shitload of salt. So don't go eat a big old steak and pour a whole bunch of salt on it. Literally a half a teaspoon, like a little half a teaspoon, put in a half a gallon jug. And then what you can do is squeeze some lemon and some lime in there, and then eat a banana, right? So a half a gallon with a little tablespoon of salt, two limes squeezed, because I mean that is, the acidity, and it just helps with everything. And then eat a freaking banana. That really is all you need. You don't need to go out and get all of these like chemicals and all these crazy stuff. You don't need any of that. You just need that which is readily accessible to us in order to replenish our bodies during a fasted state or post-workout. A great post-workout is a banana, because it has the potassium that you need in it. And then you probably just have like a little chocolate milk, so that it has a little bit of the carbohydrate in it and some of the essential amino acids. That I'm not talking about that though today. That's a completely different story. And then, put that salt in the water, man. That's all you need. That is it. That's it. That's all you need in order to replenish your body the essential electrolytes that it needs, along with the proteins and stuff. But again, let's talk a little bit more about that hydration and what is critical for you. A lot of individuals think that all you need is just a big old thing of water. Yes, it helps, clear out the crusties in the back of the throat. It does help refresh you, but that's not necessarily all you need. You do need to replenish the body of those little electrolytes, right? Now, if you get too much electrolytes, right? Then we have too high a sodium, and then the liver and the kidneys have to function really, really hard to clear that out. And that's when you get like that yellow urine and stuff. And that's a great, honestly, also, that's another way to think and to look and to gauge. Now, it's not foolproof, but another way to gauge if you are hydrated or not is the frequency of urination. If you're going at least more than 3 to 4 times a day urinating, and then when you do urinate, that it is a lighter color that doesn't bubble, right? So if it's yellow, or it's almost painful to urinate, or if you're urinating and there's a lot of bubbles in it, that could be a sign of some serious issues going on. And I'm not at that higher pay grade. We have those higher pay grade of doctors, but I would highly recommend probably seeing your doc if you are hydrating in a fashion to where you're drinking at least a gallon of water a day. I go a gallon. I just think the gallons are great. And then you have enough of the electrolytes that are in your system. Okay. Especially coming up in the summer months, especially coming out of all these fasted states of like Ramadan and Easter and all this other stuff, that we celebrate, all for you. But remember, you got to make sure you take care of your body. All right. And electrolyte imbalance is a big, big deal. Huge deal. Cool. Hey guys, I hope you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. If this was helpful, send it to a friend that you know that probably needs it. 505-591-4700. That's my text or my landline. From my heart to yours, remember, start strong, stay strong, always be evolved strong. Later.